I'm Eric Hollenbeck. Welcome to Tales from the Ox. Hi folks, Eric here, and we just got done with a really ragged week doing this job for a historic house in San Francisco. We had to make new sashes for it. You can see 4 of them were curved. This is the bottom, this is the top. Here's the top of the second one. So there's 3 of them, and I have the bottom over here. And so first let me show one little key. I'm not going to show you how to make windows, but I'm going to show you a key here. This profile, this rabbit, and the OG profile is called the stick set. That's a stick profile. And this female, the one cut in here, is called the cope. So this is called the stick and cope. And you can see that the cope goes together to match the stick. That's the way a stick and cope works. That one's not a matchup, this one is. So you got to dial it in. And so you can see that this is a 1/4-inch rabbet here. That's for the glass to bed in. And and you make it. So we made the sashes, and Belinda, can you turn around in front of the blade of the chainsaw right there? You'll see what they brought us over the sashes over there. Those are the, that's what we had to work with. So bear in mind, this job has got 2 indexes. Every job has got something that is cast in concrete. That's your index, and you have to fit that. This one had 2. One, the frame. See, we're not doing the frames. We're just doing the sashes for them. The frames are fine. So our sash has to fit in that frame that the original was in. And that would be fine, but the second index on this job was the glass. These pieces of glass, my glass guy estimated, are $2,500 a piece, per piece of glass. All that it is slumped glass. And the way that they do it, excuse me, and pretty easy to do. You make a mold that's the negative of what you want the glass to come out to, and then you cut a piece of glass. You have to measure what's a straight line around the curve here, so that, because when the glass is out, it's wider than this finish. And then you set the glass on top of that mold, bring it up to 1,200 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not that hot. Wood can easily get to 1,200 degrees. Hold it in the kiln for a little bit, and the glass slumps. Gravity pulls the glass down. It gets soft enough and slumps over the mold. Well, 2 of those were modernly done. 2 of the pieces of the 4 we had to do. So they were pretty tight. They were pretty good. This one and the other one, the other one was even more insane, but this one was done in the 1800s when the originals were done. So they did the best they could. but they didn't get the slump right. So remember we had that rabbet, this rabbet right here, 1/2 inch deep and a 1/4 of an inch in to fit. Well, if you look here, Belinda, you see how far down the putty goes here and how little short here. If you get where I am and look at that far end, I'll get over here, then you can really see it. And you see how much putty is in here and how little putty here and how much putty's here. So we had to use this measurement, that's our 1/4 inch, and then we had to, with chisels, chisel out that rabbet and make it go down to fit the piece of glass. Now, what the original guys did is put it in and then put putty behind it, linseed oil putty. Well, that's not a good fix. It's a fix, and it worked. It worked for the last 100+ years, but it's not a good fix. So what we did is we went ahead and forced the frame by hand to fit the piece of glass. You can't really see it now, but the piece of glass isn't straight going this way either. It's going like this. So we had to do the same thing here. We had to a deeper groove and then let it come up to normal and then back to deeper groove again. It was Caesar did it. God bless you, Caesar. You did great. But boy, was it a long, time-consuming project. And very, very seldom will you ever run into anything that has 2 indexes. And those 2 indexes aren't compatible with each other. The radius for the frame itself, for the piece of wood, was not compatible with the radius for the glass, and we had to blend those 2 together and force them to be happy sisters. And we did. They're happy. They're going to go have a pajama party when they go in, and they'll be so happy. Okay, I thought that we'd show you this quick one of the work that we did this week. Thanks for watching.